What's up, everybody? Zua.
Hello.
Your normal two people are back for another podcast episode.
We're not normal.
I'm normal. My co-host is not.
Hey,
Anyways,
don't let 'em
welcome
fool you.
back to the Mismatch podcast. A little variety on this one here. Game Pass is back to their usual antics. Xbox and all of their amazing beautifulness that is increasing their prices as the year goes on. We're going to touch on that very briefly, but two of the big things that are popping up, we're going to get a little technical this episode. Who doesn't like tech? Samsung's in the news. In case you missed it, they had their Unpacked event for 2024 and released some interesting things and got a little spicy with some of their stuff as well. And also, it is potential that Samsung will be getting into augmented reality. Very
Which
interesting.
it's not a surprise for me after Apple entered it with the what were they called?
The Vision Pro.
That's what they're called, the Vision Pro.
So we're gonna jump right into it. And also this amazing episode brought to you by Alt Customs. Go check them out. Link in the description. Get your custom designed keyboard, mouse pads at the link down below. Go check them out because they're amazing and they make amazing products. Tell them Zua sent you.
Yeah, when are they going to send me a keyboard? No. I'm kidding.
He was waiting for his payment. All right, so Xbox. This is the fourth time we've mentioned Xbox in one of these episodes. They're back at it again. I'm not going to beat a dead horse because there's really no point. If you're in... I don't even know where they increased it again. In Canada, it's going up $4. So it will be, I think, $26 a month or something if you are in Canada, which is insane. And the other increase,
Yeah, in the US it's up to $20 a month.
yeah. It's a brand new. I can't remember the country here. Hold on one sec here. Here it is. CNET has it here. Where did they... Oh, they're doing it worldwide. So they originally announced 2 countries, but they decided to do it worldwide. I think it was like Australia or Austria or something like that. It might have been Australia and Canada that got like a $4 increase in Canada and something outrageous in Australian dollars. But it looks like they actually decided to do it worldwide. The US is going up $3, and Core is going up, I think, $15, which is nuts, from $60 to $75. So Game Pass Core is only going to give you access to online and like 5 or 10 or 10 or 15, whatever, like of like the top Xbox like exclusive games or something like that. And then they still do that games for gold if they still even do that. However, if you want to play all the new releases, including games like Black Ops 6, Indiana Jones, and Stalker 2, for example, you're going to have to pay in excess of, for some areas, over $300 a year. Anywhere from like $250 to over $300 a year, depending on your region.
I don't say that it's not worth it, but it almost doesn't seem worth it.
So someone did. I saw online. This is 4 days old. So I saw online. Someone kind of did a breakdown, and they said that you basically have to get about 4.5 AAA full price games to justify Game Pass a year. That's what it's equivalent to, is buying 4.5 premium games a year. So it's like 4 games and then like an indie game or something, right? You know, something that's like $40 or whatever. Yeah, Xbox is not putting out 4 or 5
good quality games
valuable
like
full price games a year. Granted, Sony's not doing the same thing either. And as someone who literally has PlayStation Plus and has had it for 12 years, I'm over it. And I'm looking for any reason to get rid of it. And I mean, PC is going to be that answer for, at least for multiplayer games. I don't care about single player because I mean, single player is not needed for multiplayer games. Or single player is not needed, or PlayStation Plus is not needed for single player games. Duh, I lost my train of thought there. I was like, wait, multiplayer is needed for PlayStation Plus. Where's my thought? But yeah, which is it's outrageous. Streaming services are across the board just a complete and utter joke, to be honest with you. They're so overpriced for what they provide. And the thing is, like, I got no problem with exclusives on consoles. I have every console. I will happily go buy Indiana Jones on the Xbox for full price. I will buy Stalker 2 for full price. Hell, I bought Starfield early for full price. Talk about a mistake. Besides the fact. But the fact of the matter is, there's 3 games in the course of 2 years that I paid $150 for. In 3 years. Almost 2.5 years.
It's not bad.
Not $320 a year.
So now I got a question on this. With Game Pass, are you getting the ultimate edition of the game, or are you just getting the base model?
It's just the base. They don't. Sometimes they'll do like DLCs for like older games, like some things like that. Like I think like Metro, for instance, like the Metro series. I think it comes with like all the DLCs.
Yeah.
But I mean, Metro Exodus has been out for 6 years, 5-6 years now, something like that.
So you're not getting early access to the games. You're not getting the DLC to the games.
Yeah, you don't get early access. So I know with Starfield, I had Game Pass at the time when Starfield came out. I think it was in my final year with it. I got in Game Pass when I got the Series X. It was part of like a bundle. So I had Game Pass, but I wasn't going to get Starfield early access. And I was like, is it worth it to wait the 5 days or whatever? I was like,
no. If you really want a game, you're gonna pay for it like that. And I don't think
I paid $130 for Starfield, and
Dude,
I was sick. And I was sick of the game. Like 5 hours in, I finished it.
$140 for college football to get it early, so I understand. But then again, that includes Madden bundle with it, so I got both.
Okay, well, that's not horrible. I mean, that's $70 a game. That's what we pay. That's less than what we pay for a full price game in Canada.
So I got the Ultimate Edition for both games for the price of the 2 games on their own. So it was a great deal.
You got
with early access.
Yeah, you got 2 games with all their Ultimate Edition for what one deluxe edition would cost for one game in Canada.
Yeah,
because a AAA or a full price game is $90. A deluxe edition is usually $119, and then any collector's editions is anywhere from $199 to $349. How do I know this? Because I have both Assassin's Creed and Stalker pre-ordered, and it's about $600 for both of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is? I know it's off topic. What is your minimum wage in Canada?
It depends on the province. Most provinces are $15 plus.
That's
like 15 and change. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep. So Yeah,
Oh,
that's completely off topic. But I mean, it's relevant to what we were kind of talking about.
well, yeah.
At
I
the
mean,
end
the
of the
economy
day,
is going to
at the end of the
determine
day,
if.
right? Take it as you will. I could be dumping on Game Pass. I dumped on PlayStation Plus as well, right? I hate subscription services. I hate them. They are such a scam. They're such a scam.
I can't think of one actual subscription game service that's worth the money at this time.
You know what? Believe it or not, you know what's the only valuable subscription service that I have is
Ubisoft?
I don't have a subscription to Ubisoft.
Oh, okay. I was making a guess. All right.
I don't have a
I was
subscription to
making a, I
Ubisoft.
was, I was,
I don't
make,
have
I was making a guess.
yeah, I don't have. I have PlayStation Plus. It's the only gaming subscription service I have because of multiplayer.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the games I get for free because I own most of them.
Come on, you just got NHL.
I've had NHL for the past 9 months.
I haven't. I just got NHL. You got Borderlands 3?
Dude, I got Borderlands 3 for 96 cents.
Yeah.
Like
On PlayStation
3
5?
years ago, 4 years ago. The game sucked.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There, I said it. Borderlands 3 was not good. I played the game. I got the platinum for it. Well, okay, to be fair, my buddy just ran me through the entire game, and I just sat there and did nothing. But I mean, still, even he admitted it wasn't.
Tiny Tina's Adventure.
Never played it.
Oh,
I can't be bothered to buy DLC for the game.
That's not a DLC. That's a game. That's a full release Borderlands
Is it
game.
actually?
Oh my god, it didn't suck, but it was Tiny Tina was doing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. You know, but the only valuable streaming subscription service I have is Apple iCloud. It's the only valuable one. I pay
$10 a month to get like 2 terabytes.
I pay $13 a year.
Yep.
That's it. I pay $1.69 a month. I don't even notice it.
Yeah, what is it that? Just for the more storage, right?
Yeah, I get like half a terabyte of like storage.
I have
and the only reason I have that high of one is because I shoot video on it.
I have 2 terabytes because it's me and my wife. And I on my own
1.9 terabytes of that is her.
No, I 226 total gigabytes used. I on my own use 155 of it. She uses 70.
Oh, jeez. Now who's the photogenic person? But I mean, people, it's your money. If you get your value out of Game Pass and you pay whatever you pay, right? You could pay $1,000 a year. If you get your value out of it, then it's worth something to you. If you get your value out of the overpayment that is anything higher than the base model PlayStation Plus, you get your value out of it because you like playing the PS2, PS3 games, stuff like that, which I think is great. I love the fact that they have those on there and the fact that you can go buy them, and they're pretty relatively cheap. They're usually like $5-10. I have a few of the games. I was just like, why not? Why not just buy them? You get your value out of it. However you get your entertainment. You know, there's people that pay for Netflix.
I pay for Netflix.
And I question that.
I do too.
Especially considering the fact that if you're in Canada, you're getting absolutely
I pay
stuck up somewhere not nice. Because you don't get most of the programming if you're in Canada. You have to use a VPN.
In Canada.
Oh god, it's got to be what, $27? It's something stupid
20?
like that.
I think I paid 20.
It is. Oh my god, do they charge it based off USD? They do charge it based off USD. What?
So it's only 20?
Oh no, here it is. Okay. Holy crap, they do this? Oh wait, hold on. I don't think I've ever typed in Netflix one time and like looked at their website. Pricing Canadian dollars. Standard with ads is $6 a month. Standard is $16.50 Canadian. You can add extra member slots for $8 each.
Oh.
Premium is $21 a month.
Is that the one no ads? You get like
no. So premium is, I guess, like probably whatever the BS is that gives you like different like region stuff. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know. I don't watch Netflix. I don't even think I've ever actually one time logged into Netflix.
Wow.
The
dude,
difference between them are full HD or 4K.
Yeah. We have premium, so I paid $23
And
a
you can
month
get
for
spatial
Netflix.
audio. Which,
Yep.
let's be honest, I know the hardware you need for spatial audio. It ain't cheap. You need a sound.
No.
You need some type of sound bar or a TV that can somehow do spatial audio. Unless you wear headphones, most headphones have some type of like Dolby Spatial now. If you pay like $100, most of them have some type of spatial audio. But
I mean,
all right.
so I just got HBO back for House of Dragons.
Oh
As soon
yeah,
as that's done, I'm getting rid of it again.
dude, I
Uh,
bought Crave for Last of Us season 1, and I was so ticked because I bought it like a day before the first episode came out,
yep.
and it was gonna expire
Before
like the day before the final episode. I was so pissed. I was
So you had to
so
buy it again?
pissed. I was like, screw this. So I canceled it, got all my money back. And yeah. And then just watched it off a buddy's account.
Yeah. It's like Apple TV. I'm logged into a friend's account.
I can't even pay for Apple TV. Like, I don't pay for streaming service. I don't use them. I have YouTube. The most expensive streaming service I have that I pay monthly is YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to deal with ads.
Do you pay for TV?
No.
No.
I don't own TV. I have 2 internet
don't
lines,
either.
dude. No, I'm not paying for TV.
Why do you have 2 internet lines?
I have the company internet line, and then I have one for the house.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
yeah, I pay like $180 a month for the 2 lines.
That's not bad.
It'd be a lot more if I didn't work for the.
Well.
Anyways, besides the point. Streaming services are what you make of them. If you get your value out of them, fantastic. There's no question that there's a reason why piracy is on the rise, and you can thank streaming services for absolutely
ruining
taking your butthole and doing weird things to it because they brought this upon themselves. Not saying don't pirate things, okay? It's not good for people, okay? Go buy it. Right? Go buy that movie. Go buy that music. Go buy the album, okay? All right? Buy it digitally, however you want to buy it. Stop using streaming services. They don't make anything. Go buy your shit. That's the bottom line. Go buy
Then
your
you own it forever.
Then
They
you
can't
own it.
take-
If you
they
buy
can't
it,
get rid of
yeah,
it.
if you buy it physically, you own it. Right? Go buy a CD. There's something cool about owning a CD. Vinyl's cool. Go buy a CD. Right? It works in like every vehicle. Back 30 years. Or more. What do you think? You want to unpack or you want to jump to their VR headset?
We can go to their VR headset.
I was gonna say, I think Unpacked is probably gonna be our longest conversation. That one's spicy.
Yeah.
An early version of Samsung's Android XR headset. So I don't know what XR stands for. We literally just came across this article before we started here. But a new Samsung XR or VR, which would probably
extended reality.
Is it extended reality?
Extended reality.
Wow, that's absolutely cool. What a name. Extended reality. Yeah, because I want to extend my reality.
I had to mute. I was laughing too hard.
I lost my
Train
thought.
of thought because
Yep.
of that?
Yep, 100%. A new Samsung XR VR headset developed with Google and running Android in some form, is in the works. According to Business Insider via 9to5 Google, pretty accurate. The developer version of the device will make an appearance in October and then will be made available by March of 2025. That's a pretty quick reveal and release.
It really is.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't pay attention to Meta. Because beyond the Meta Quest, which is like an amazingly good valued VR headset if you want to do gaming. I didn't pay attention to their like what was it like $2,200 or $1,500 whatever it was. Like augmented reality headset that was like challenging Apple Vision Pro, or what Vision Pro was compared to. So like I don't know when that was when that was revealed and when it was released. But I think it was pretty long, and then I mean Apple's was a year.
Yeah, you would think you would give developers more time to actually work with the product than.
Well, the thing is, okay, hot take, and well, not hot take, but like opinionated take. Apple took a year between revealing it and actually releasing it. They only released it in the US. They didn't release it anywhere else because it's closed software. They have to have companies work just with Vision. I think it was called Vision OS to make apps for this. Android is open software. Anyone can do anything with Android if you buy a license. Right? You pay I think it's like $75,000 or something like that. Right? Shit. For an Android license or something like that. And you can make a product with Android. Right? And because Android's open software, anyone can make an application for it. That's why like sideloading exists. That's why so much of this like cool stuff exists for Android, but also why there's a lot of BS crap for Android as well. There's a lot of bugged scam apps, things like that, because there is a degree of less care. And I don't mean less care like in that Android doesn't care, that they don't care if people get scammed or whatever, but there's less vetting of like what apps hit the Play Store and like in the Samsung store and stuff like that.
On Android.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean, like I said, it's open source. Anyone can code for it, right?
I used to when Pokemon Go was big. I used to get an Android emulator.
Walk around. It doesn't look like there's really kind of any information on this. It's called Project Astra, which is really kind of cool. That seems to be a Google product, and then Samsung's, I don't know what they're calling it. There's no information on what they're actually calling it, unless Samsung is actually doing Astra, like they're working together on it. But it could be interesting. I don't know what extended reality is going to be. I'm assuming that that's going to be, very close to, those enclosed worlds where you'll be able to put it on like the Vision Pro, like the Meta, whatever it was called, Meta's headset, that quickly got discontinued for some reason, because it was really cool. Meta's one, like, it was really, really neat, and the pass-through was like really, really cool. It was the one thing that, like, I don't know why Meta discontinued it. Maybe just because of the price, but anyways, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. So it'll be interesting to see where Samsung goes from there with this. We'll have to just wait and see. If things come out in October, it'll be interesting to see how they compare to if they go after the market like the Apple's in, expensive, very proprietary, or if they go more open and available to everyone.
I wonder if it's even going to come out in October, if they're actually going to get a release in October, or if it's going to be delayed.
No, it's supposed to just be a reveal, like a developer.
Oh, just a reveal.
Reveal.
And then release in March.
Yeah.
Yep. I completely misread the article. I read that it was. I interpreted it as a developer release for like a developer edition, and then like a full release in March.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay, and on to our kind of headline topic. Samsung. They unpacked a lot. They unpacked a lot of baggage for 2024. Samsung does a couple unpacked events every single year. One is usually for the S series phones, and the other one is usually later in the year for the folding phones. So Samsung did a brand new Unpacked event for their follow-up phones, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Flip 6, respectively. They also released a brand new Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 and a Galaxy Watch Ultra. Okay. They also released the new Galaxy Ring and also the Galaxy Buds 3 and Buds 3 Pro. So we will talk a little bit about the phones. There's nothing special because I want to hold out for the watch, the ring, and the earbuds. The earbuds particularly. Especially if you haven't... I don't know, Zoo, have you seen them yet?
I have not.
Okay. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. The Galaxy Z Fold 6, I know you're looking them up right now. Do not say anything. Actually, I was gonna say resist looking at them. I want your reaction when we get to that point.
The Galaxy. Okay.
Yeah.
I have an article pulled up. I just don't know what they look like.
The Z Fold 6. They didn't do a lot with these. They got them a new 50 megapixel main camera, which is really nice for the Z Flip. They did do some design tweaks on the Fold. They got it thinner, which is really impressive. They got the line or the crease where it folds, again, to be a lot more smoother. They did some upgrades, more or less cosmetically than anything. New chip, obviously, and a bunch of new AI features, which seems to be a lot of Samsung's main focus. And then the Z Flip 6 got some new colors, again, some design stuff. They did some...
Do they just own that market now, or do you think Apple will ever try and make a folding phone?
I mean,
similar
they're 6 generations in, and there's still persistent issues. I don't see really another company kind of getting into it. There are other phones that you can buy. You can import Xiaomi's phones. They do exist. But the one that you can get, you just have to buy it online, is from OnePlus. And you can buy the OnePlus Fold, whatever it's called, or OnePlus Open, I think is what it's called. And it's really, really cool. Really nice phone. Yeah. So you can buy those ones. But I mean, OnePlus, it's tough because you can finance a Flip, you can finance a Fold. You can't finance a like a OnePlus, right? You have to buy them. So I mean, it's expensive to drop $2,500 or whatever equivalent dollars your currency is on that type of phone. And I mean, it does go on sale, and they can do trade-ins, all that sort of fun stuff. So,
but still, you're throwing a lot of money into it.
Yeah, exactly, right. The Z Flip 6, really cool. They went ahead and did some cosmetic stuff. They made the screen a little bit bigger. The front-facing screen, they shrunk down the bezels, made the screen a little bit bigger. And they also color coordinated the rings around the cameras, which is kind of a cool little addition that they did. The Galaxy Watch 7 was neat. It looks like the Galaxy Watch 6, but they didn't change the price. They put a bunch of new stuff into it. Looks pretty much like a Watch 6, which is good. Sometimes sticking with something that works is the best than changing something.
It's no different than Apple just updating the chipset, or I don't even know if they updated the chipset, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, they did a chipset upgrade. Yep. The first elephant in the room. You know that saying, "Hey, can I copy your homework, but make tweaks to it?" Yes. Samsung took a couple pages out of that book. They entered into Samsung's always had a very premium watch. They've always had one that kind of looked like a normal watch, but was smart. I just whacked my microphone. But has smart functionality, right? From a distance, it looks, it's got the turning bezel, and it looks like a big rugged, like a Timex watch, or it looks like a big rugged watch, right? Doesn't look like an Apple Watch or like a fitness tracker or something like that, right?
It looks more like like a traditional watch. I'm not gonna say like a Rolex, but like that's what I think of for a traditional watch.
So they went ahead and did the Ultra, which is kind of funny that they're doing some, Ultra and stuff like that. They have the Samsung S24 Ultra, 23 Ultra, like that type of stuff. So doing an Ultra name is not out of abnormal. What is abnormal is how scary they look to the Apple Watch Ultra. Like, side by side, if it wasn't for the dials, these look very
Similar.
very similar.
Yeah.
There is character differences, obviously the button placements, stuff like that. The rounded edges, it looks a lot more circular than obviously Apple Watch is very boxy, rounded boxy type shape.
Yep.
This one is much more rounded, still quite boxy for a Galaxy Watch. It's quite boxy. But that's not really surprising considering the fact that with the S24s, they basically went iPhone 15. They went flat, they went boxy. They got rid of the curved screens, thank God, because the curved screens just suck. Oh, they're so bad.
I can honestly say I've never used a Samsung phone. I've never used a smartphone other than an iPhone.
I've used them I deal with them all the time, and it's curved screen ones just drive me up the wall. They're so fragile, and they're so expensive to fix. Like, they're super expensive because the glass bends. Like, it's bent around the sides.
Yep. So one drop can easily.
Dude, like we like one customer, like someone came in and they were like, I get this phone fixed. I'm like, good luck. Go to a place or whatever. And I think they were like, what does it cost to like upgrade or whatever? And it was like $390 or something. It was like something stupid. It was like almost $400 or something. Because they were that early in their thing.
In their contract.
And they went, it was $650 to get the screen replaced.
Just upgrade.
Because it was curved. They said had that screen not been curved, it would have been like $200, $250. But yeah, because it was a slightly older phone. It was a year old. Slightly older. It's a year
Slightly
old.
older.
Year and a half old.
Grandpa.
And it was a curved screen. Yeah, no, it was gonna cost like way too much. So I'm happy that curved screens they're gone because they're horrible. But I mean, come on, come up with why copy a company? There's no reason. When you had a design that made you stand out so strikingly, why do you want to make your watch look so similar to an Apple Watch? I get it. Apple pretty much has, in terms of the world of smartwatches, we're not talking fitness trackers. The world of smartwatch, they have to have the majority market share.
100%.
Because I see a hell of a lot more people with Apple Watches than I do Galaxy Watches. And I sell a hell of a lot more Apple Watches than Galaxy Watches.
Yep.
So,
no, you're not wrong. And you know what the thing is with the Apple Watch? I don't know about Galaxy Watch. The Apple Watch, excuse me, it lasts. I still have the first gen, and I'm waiting for it to break before I buy a new one. It still fucking works. It lasts me all day. It takes a beating. I work construction. It takes a beating, and it's fantastic still.
Yeah. So, I mean, Galaxy Watches are great. I don't see the idea in that. The biggest thing, okay. We all know in the world of headphones, this is where I really like audio. Really like headphones. I have a tech channel and most of the videos are headphones. And I spend a lot yearly on headphones. And I, like a lot of people, I don't tend to go to ecosystems that much. And I always use Sony buds. This is for context. I always use Sony buds. I use their XM WFXM 1000 series or whatever it is. XM series. Sony's horrible branding. Get your crap together. Makes it impossible to explain your products. Please and thank you. I love you dearly, Sony. If for some reason someone's watching this video. But I tried like the AirPod Pros because I can't wear headphones that don't have like the rubber or like the silicone ear tips.
They're more comfortable.
I have to wear those. I can't wear I can wear them. It's just they don't feel. I know they're secure, but they're not secure. You know.
Yeah.
To me, they're not secure, but they are. And I was like, can a company like Apple? I have a lot of products with. I've been using Apple for 12 years. Okay, I love their products, most of them. But in terms of the audio world, they don't have a huge track record. I mean, sure, they bought Beats and then basically buried them. You know, sure, Beats, to be fair, they've had a resurgence in the past few years. I have a couple pairs of Beats earbuds, and they're really good. You know, but it's like, hey, can these replace my Sony buds, which were really, really good? Yeah, they have. And you know what? I haven't replaced them yet. I haven't replaced the AirPods.
Which ones do you have? The Pros?
I have the Pros. I have first generation Pros, and you know what?
Same.
They're amazing. Absolutely love them.
I think Gamey has the second generation.
I've tried Galaxy Buds. They weren't horrible.
Do they work on iPhone?
Horribly exaggerated product. Nowhere near what they said it could do. Battery life was horrendous and had no ANC basically. But sounded good. Call quality was good. Battery life was meh. You know, but for like $125, $150, I mean, I can understand. But when you promise ANC and it's basically not ANC, pretty tough to justify them. What I'm getting to is probably people are wondering, what does this have to do with the Buds 3 and the Buds 3 Pros? Well, if you take a look at your AirPod Pros there, Zua, Jacob, and then look at the Buds 3 and Buds 3 Pro.
Yeah, okay, first of all, I did look at the Buds Pro.
They look like AirPods. Like,
what the fuck is the design though? I mean, why is it like it just they just copied it.
They literally almost identically look like AirPods.
Instead of the stem being rounded, they made one half flat so it sits in your ear a little differently. But everything else, it's the exact same.
I have a theory on this. Okay.
Yep.
And if you're a Samsung user, an Android user, okay, let me know non-hostilely, okay? Because I'm not gonna crap. I'm not gonna crap on you guys, okay?
You suck. Sorry.
Okay. Attack Zua in the comments, okay? Do you actually use like a branded products, an ecosystem's earbud for your device? If you use a Samsung device, do you use Samsung earbuds? Or do you use another company's product? And the reason I pose this question to you guys is, as someone who works in tech, I see more people using AirPods with Android devices than I do Samsung buds with Android devices. And I'm not talking Sony, I'm not talking Jabra, I'm not talking Skullcandy, I'm not talking Bose. I'm talking Samsung earbuds or Motorola. Motorola makes earbuds.
Motorola makes earbuds?
Yes, if you want to call them earbuds. LG makes earbuds. Okay. They don't make phones anymore.
They don't make phones anymore?
No, we'll cover that in a different episode.
I'm learning a lot today.
We'll talk about LG. That could be like one entire episode. The rise and fall of LG. Anyways, but I see more and more people using AirPods with Android. And it's no different. When I used my buds, my Galaxy Buds, and they were the Buds 2 with an iPhone, there were things that I did not get. I didn't get their app for customization. I could only listen to them on one mode, so they'd always use the noise cancellation. So there was no way of doing like a transparency. There was no doing or whatever they pass through, whatever they use. And I understood that obviously because it's a ecosystem based product, just like AirPods work flawlessly with all Apple products, right? They work with all other devices, but you get what you get. You don't get spatial awareness or spatial audio. You don't get the enhanced transparency mode. You get the normal noise cancellation, all that type of stuff. You get your voice call, so same type of audio for calling, and that's it. You just get noise canceling earbuds, but they sound amazing.
What do you think about the noise cancellation compared to the two?
Do you it was one better than the other, do you think, or
what for
between the would you say you had before the Apple AirPods Pro, you had I can't even remember what you said.
I had Sony's. They beat Sony.
Do they?
Well, to be fair, I haven't bought the last generation of Sony's. I didn't buy the WFXM 5, 4 or 5, whatever they're at now. I haven't gotten them. Because the pros have been amazing for me.
So I'm gonna say as someone who has AirPods Pros, I use them on the job site. I've used them as my noise cancellation for hammer drills, which is extremely loud. I've even used it as my noise cancellation for salt cutting up a concrete floor. It doesn't eliminate the sound completely because, I mean, these things are operating at like 115 decibels, but it makes it bearable, you know what I mean? And I don't know if I would actually get that with another product, if the sound cancellation would even be comparable.
So the thing is like, what is the point in so blatantly copying Apple's design? And here's why I think the reason is people like the look of AirPods.
I think you're right.
I think it comes down to simply to looks. AirPods are very recognizable. And I think that by them adding that stem and that like brushed metal look that Samsung likes to go for their devices, I think that it will stand out. Right?
You know,
but there's so many other companies that do stemmed earbuds. Skull Candy does tons of stemmed earbuds. They have 3 different headphones that do stemmed earbuds, and they're thin. Like, they're like AirPod. Like, they look like AirPods.
I'm surprised that all of these companies are coming out with color options, because I think that would change a lot too.
I mean, color options are cool. For me, right, as someone in tech, I want the tech to be nice. I don't give a crap how it looks. I don't like white headphones. I always buy black headphones. Most of the headphones I have are all black.
But you got to think. So you're looking at it as someone who's in the tech. A lot of people buy their products based on how it looks.
I mean, sure, you should never buy tech based on how it looks.
I'm well aware.
It's the worst thing you can do because
let me rephrase that. If you're buying a new iPhone, right, and you got 4 colors, you're gonna pick the color that you enjoy, right?
I mean, sure. If
they're all the same, all 4 are the same.
Yeah.
Right. It's all 15 Pros. They're all the same.
If I'm gonna throw a case on it, I don't care.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Or get a skin for it. You can make it whatever you want.
You're not wrong, but I look at it as a lot of the population isn't knowledgeable on these things.
You know, like, sure, when I got a 15 Pro Max. It's the first like high-end iPhone I've had in like 5 years, 6 years. I got the natural titanium because when I was pre-ordering the phone, it's like, what color do you want to get? I was like, I'll get the natural one. It looks cool. It's different. I usually always get dark. Usually always get blue. I was like, nah, what the hell, right? Worst case scenario, I get it. I'm not crazy about it. I throw a case on it. Whatever, right? Who cares what it looks like, right?
I have the 14 Max, 14 Pro Max. I got the purple one.
Looks really cool.
I liked it. I have a clear case on it, so I can see the color still.
I have a clear case. I don't like clear cases because they age. The one I got from Zag is like purple and clear, and it's definitely helped with yellowing. Definitely.
I don't deal with
really
yellowing.
nice.
I just deal with debris.
Oh, yellowing is a big thing for me with cases. But it's just, I think what we're running into, is I definitely think Samsung's trying to be like, hey, AirPods are super popular. Let's have something that really catches people's attention. But I also think it's design being stagnant, design stagnant. I think phones are at a point where you have to just upgrade what's inside of them. You can't really innovate beyond that. Sure, you can make it bigger, you can make it wider, you can make it thicker, you can make it thinner, but the general rule is like now we're at folding, right? One fold, right? Your next evolution obviously is going to be rolling or having multiple foldings, being able to fold multiple times. I think that's the next kind of evolution of where like phone tech goes, right? Unless you go to like a transparent phone or like a phone that can project or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's not happening in the next 20 years. Whatever, right? We got companies that are just adopting USB-C, Apple. As much as I give USB-C crap, man, because it breaks so much, I see so many commonly broken USB-C ports. I almost see no defective Lightning ports. I'm happy to just have one cable, and I use wireless charging.
Yeah, well, it's only like that because the EU made it like that.
But I think it's design choice. I think Samsung's going, we're getting slaughtered in the headphone world. Let's try something different. I.e., let's copy our competitors almost exactly and see if that helps with our sales. But the thing is again, yeah, I guess you're right. Will it definitely sell 110% because it looks like AirPods? But if the tech inside it sucks, dude.
People are going to be
pissed.
pissed.
Buds Pro 2, man, they weren't good. I'll tell you that right now. As someone who tried them and literally had people returning them, they weren't good. They were not good. I wasn't a fan of them. And I have I use things other than the AirPods for specific things. No. I'm going to try the Buds 3 Pro. I'm going to try them. I'm going to purchase them eventually. And man, if they happen to be better than my AirPod Pros, I'll eat my words. 110%.
When do they come out?
I don't know if it actually has a release date. July 24. They start shipping on July 24. They're available for pre-order. How much are they? Curious. Holy, actually, you know what? I just saw something really interesting. I saw something very, very interesting. The Watch Ultra. For the LTE version, because there's only an LTE version, which makes sense for the Ultra, it's 879 Canadian rupees. Okay? We don't have rupees here, we have dollars. I'm just making a joke, because our dollar's absolutely worthless. So that's like 600 real dollars. Yes, I said the Americas have something real for once. Love all my I love all my friends from America.
We have tons of real stuff.
Real expensive stuff.
It's cheaper than Canada.
It is cheaper than Canada. That's why I made the
Yeah.
That's why I made the rupees joke. I love all my most of my friends are from the US. Like 96% of them. True story. Just look at Zua.
Yeah.
But yeah, 880 in Canada, that undercuts the Ultra by $300 for Apple. And it's LTE. Which is that's a big undercut. Now, obviously, you have to have a Samsung device, but it's a big undercut, to be honest with you. The Buds 3 Pro, how much do these cost in Canadian dollars? Wow. So if I remember correctly, AirPod Pros are $329 on
Canada?
Apple's website. On Apple's website. They are the Buds 3 Pro are the exact same price. Oh my god, in white, they look identical to AirPods. Like they look besides the big black stripe on the back with that's kind of cool. They have intuitive for like audio. That looks absolutely I would not want that, to be honest with you. The case is really it's a really compact case. It looks very, very similar to
I'm trying to figure out how much I spent on my AirPods because that just seems so high.
Well, it's Canadian dollars, right? So
it's
like 200 and like 250, 260. It's like 269 US or something like that. Same price as AirPod Pros. So they're basically going, do you want the best that Samsung has to offer or the best Apple has to offer? And that's all you have to choose because the price is identical. Interesting. I'm not going to lie. I will go into them with very low expectations. Very low expectations.
Yeah, super low.
And this is not just me talking as someone who uses. I have used. I'll tell you what. And we'll sign off with this. I have used, like I said, I've used numerous headphones, and I'm usually never like super disappointed in a headphone because I get usually at what price point they're at, right? Sometimes I'll sit there and go, it's not really worth it at this price. I get why they do it. For me, it doesn't hit that price point. But if it goes on sale for this price, it's justifiable.
Yep.
You know, I tell you what, the most disappointing headphones I've ever used were from Bose, which is crazy. Before Pitchforks come out, it was the noise canceling 700s. It was like the first time they went away from their Quiet Comfort series, which I love their Quiet Comfort series. They're absolutely incredible. And when I was choosing my overhead headphones, it was like really close between them and Sony. The only reason I went Sony is because it didn't sound like I was in a fishbowl. But granted, that's been solved since the new Quiet Comforts have come out. But the NC700s I picked up for like $250 off. And so I only paid like $200 for them. That's like $100 more than what I would have paid that I think they're worth. They were the worst overhead headphones I think I've ever used. And for those to have a $449 at the time, this is 4 years ago, they had a $449 price tag in Canada. Ridiculous. The single worst pair of overhead headphones I've ever used.
Yeah, I'm not spending that much on a pair of headphones.
I bought them on sale. Like I said, I paid 200. It was over $225 or $230 for them. $130 too much. I think
It's
if those
kinda like-
yeah, but that's my opinion. There's some people die by those headphones. They will die on the hill that those headphones are amazing. I'm like,
Which ones were they again?
They were the NC 700s.
Yeah.
Just
Dude,
they were so they felt so cheap, and they went away from everything that they were such a departure for Bose, and I mean, you got to try different things. I get it. The nice thing about Bose is that they're in a position with their company that they can do these experimental things, right?
they just seem so flimsy looking.
Oh, 100%. They're super flimsy. So one big thing that I like doing with headphones and
$50.
and you know what's one thing that I love doing with headphones is that I will bend them. I'll bend the headband to see how flexible they are. I wouldn't dare do those with the Bose because I think I would snap them. Like there's no give whatsoever to them, and the ear cups are small. I have big ears. Sorry, but
Dumbo over here is trying to listen to music. Come on, make them bigger.
Wow, dick. But like I won't use Beats because Beats are so stupid small. I don't know why. It's like they're made for children.
I wonder if with the I don't want to call them AirPod Pros, but the Samsung AirPod Pros, if they're gonna have the adjustable
Samsung AirPod Pro,
the adjustable what the fuck are they called? The rubber bit like Apple does. It comes with the 3 sizes.
Oh yeah, I never have issues with in-ear earbuds. I almost always use just the mediums that come pre-installed. Like I don't think I've changed a single ear tip on any of my earbuds ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I put them in. I went, oh, these are perfect. My wife got hers a year later, and she goes, oh, these are too big. I got to change to the smaller ones. I went, there's different sizes.
Yeah.
I had no idea that it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the Pro 2s or Pro 2s, the Pro 3s are all about.
The Samsung.
I'll eventually obviously have a video one day about those. Again, all that stuff's linked down below. If you guys want to go, get notified for when those videos come, because they will happen. It's been an interesting episode.
It has. All over the place.
All over the place. Very mismatched, very uneven.
Kind of
like the name.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Oh, man. All right, Zua, you want to sign us off?
Oh, I mean, I can. I guess. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. We appreciate it. We're going to be recording again more often. We've been kind of slacking, but, thanks for sticking around. We'll catch you again in the next one.
Peace.